If you've been scrolling through endless grills, sideburners, and add-in accessories and you still can't decide whether a built-in beverage station is worth the extra hassle, this is the review that should clear things up. Most of us end up juggling cans, bottles, and a stray cooler on the patio, and the last thing you want is to keep spilling cold drinks while you're flipping burgers. The thing that finally tipped the scales for me was finding a product that actually plugs into the grill you already own, rather than forcing you to buy an entirely new setup. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, let's talk about what the Premier Garden Supplies PGS 12-inch built-in beverage center actually does. It's a stainless steel tray that slides right into the side of a PGS gas grill, giving you a dedicated spot for cups, bottles, or even a small ice bucket. It's not a flashy gadget that promises to chill your drinks for hours. It's simply a sturdy, weatherproof shelf that keeps your refreshments within arm's reach while you're cooking. The idea is straightforward: reduce the foot traffic back and forth to the kitchen or side table, and keep your grill area tidy. Who should consider adding this to their setup? If you already own a Premier Garden Supplies gas grill, especially one with the standard side mounting points, you're already halfway there. The beverage center bolts directly onto the grill's frame, so you won't need any extra brackets or adapters. It's a solid choice for grill enthusiasts who entertain frequently. Think backyard parties of 812 people where you'll be juggling burgers, hot dogs, and a couple of pitchers of lemonade. For those folks, the convenience of a built-in tray can shave off a few minutes each time you need a drink, and that adds up over a summer of weekend cookouts. On the other hand, if you're a casual grill user who only fires up the grill once a month, or if your grill is a portable charcoal model, this accessory probably isn't the best use of your budget. The installation does require some basic tools: a screwdriver and a wrench, and a little patience to line everything up. That's fine for a dedicated grill owner, but for someone who just wants a simple setup, the extra step might feel unnecessary. Also, if your current grill already has a built-in side shelf or you've got a permanent outdoor bar, you'll be duplicating space. Now, let's get into the practical strengths that matter day to day. The first thing you'll notice is the stainless steel construction. In my testing, the tray held up beautifully after a full afternoon of grilling, dealing with splatters of grease, occasional drips, and the occasional gust of wind. The material didn't show any signs of rust or discoloration, even after a week of exposure to the elements. That kind of durability is exactly why many grill owners stick with stainless accessories. The last thing you want is a new piece that starts pitting after the first rain. Another practical advantage is the size. At 12 inches wide, the center is large enough to accommodate a standard 12-ounce soda bottle upright, a couple of cans side by side, or a small ice bucket that fits a few handfuls of ice. For a family of 4, this means you can keep the drinks you actually consume at the ready without cluttering the grill's cooking surface. In a real-world scenario, say you're cooking a batch of ribs while your kids are playing nearby, being able to grab a cold drink without stepping away from the grill reduces the chance of overcooking or missing a flip. The installation process itself is pretty straightforward. The package includes all the necessary bolts and a short instruction sheet. You'll need to locate the mounting holes on the grill's side wall, attach the bracket, and then slide the tray into place. We spent about 10 minutes on it, and once the bolts were tightened, the unit felt rock solid. The only hiccup I ran into was that the existing grill side panel on my older model had a slight misalignment, which meant I had to adjust the bracket a fraction of an inch before the tray sat flush. It's a minor tweak, but it's worth mentioning that the fit can vary a bit depending on your grill's age and model. Let's talk about the weaknesses, because no product is perfect. The biggest limitation is that it's essentially a flat surface. There's no built-in drainage or cooling mechanism. If you place a wet ice bucket on it, the melt water will simply run off the edges and potentially pool on the grill's side. In a hot summer afternoon, that can make the metal feel slippery, and you'll need to wipe it down periodically to avoid a slippery hazard. Also, the tray doesn't lock into place with a latch, so if you have a strong gust of wind on your patio, there's a small chance the tray could shift if it's not fully tightened. I recommend checking the bolts after the first few uses.